In order for your child's brain and nerve system to function to their maximum, it requires both stimulation and proper fuel. Hello, I'm Dr. Roy Picard, and in this video I'm going to talk about the importance of diet. Now, when I speak of fuel, I'm actually referring to the body chemistry. A couple of examples of what I'm talking about are such things as blood sugar, and another one would be blood oxygen. In other words, is your child's diet providing the necessary nutrition to create optimal levels of oxygen available in the blood supply for the brain? Is the brain getting optimal levels of sugar? Without proper fuel, the brain is more than likely going to fatigue. If a child has ADD symptoms or any of the other symptoms associated along the autistic spectrum disorder, then these symptoms can be made worse with blood sugars that are not properly balanced. Think about the last time that you went too long without eating and your blood sugar got so low that you started to get brain fog, or perhaps you got a little annoyed or you couldn't think straight. Do you see how this can compound the problems with your child if something like that were going on and you didn't even know about it because you basically never ran the right tests? So having low blood sugar is something that many people can relate to. Now, what about if they had too much sugar? What if they're eating foods that may not have necessarily processed sugar in them, but the food has the effect of turning into sugar quickly in the body? Having high blood sugar, even though it may not be, say, diabetes, it can still increase the symptoms with these kids. Now, these concerns, as well as many more, need to be looked at closely when determining if your child is delivering to their brain the proper fuel. I want you to understand that I go through this very thoroughly with the parents whose children are receiving care. It is extremely important. There is something else that I want you to think about. Would you rather have the tissues that make up your child's body built from soda pop and candy, or from the necessary vitamins and minerals that come from the whole healthy foods? Imagine having a $1 million plus Formula One racing car and putting some type of cheap ethanol in the tank. Expensive, high-performance racing cars are not designed to run on anything other than the highest grade fuel. Anything less than that required fuel is not only going to allow it not to run to its maximum, but more than likely it's eventually going to damage the engine. Your child is obviously worth more than $1 million race car. They are priceless. Yet often we forget about the importance of having proper fuel to the brain. Now, not only is there a question of which foods are going to provide the best sources of nutrition, but we also need to have an understanding of which foods are actually harmful to your child's brain and nerve system. Depending upon the age of your child, I will be recommending specific tests that will let us know what foods are best for your child, what foods need to be avoided, what nutritional supplements must be avoided, and which supplements will be required in order for your child to achieve their optimal physical, mental, social, and emotional, and academic performance. Check out my video on important tests to consider. Again, I'm Dr. Roy Picard, and I wish you and your family the very best.